is KRISHANTH Mohan. I'm a student of Fiji's Supreme 4-year integrated program. I chose Fiji because two of my cousins have already studied here, and they both remarked that the faculties of Fiji as well as the teaching methodology of Fiji was very nice. And one of my cousins had also studied in the Fiji Sriperumbudur campus, so that was also a motive for me to go there. I opted for the residential program instead of staying in my home city of Salem because I could spend more time with my peers and faculties, especially the evening study hours and the doubt sessions, which would allow me to get more time to get my doubts resolved. So that's why I chose Fiji, Chennai.
Hi, I'm SHANMUGAM. I'm from Coimbatore. I studied in Supreme 4-year integrated program in Fiji. Why I came to this Chennai campus is for in evening sessions also we can interact with teachers and faculties, but in other campuses we can't do that. So I was basically looking for a place where I could interact with my faculties in both daytime and evening sessions. Then I found out Fiji Sriperumbudur Center was a place where in study hours 6 to 8 p.m. also faculties will be present, so we can interact. I got to know about Fiji from my mother's friend's son who studied in Sriperumbudur Center and got a really good mark and got placed in some good reputable colleges. So I came to Fiji Sriperumbudur instead of my nearby Fiji centers. Then this residential school also helped me a lot. So because in home I won't study that much. The atmosphere is very important for me. If the people around me got to study, then only I can get into a mood of studying. Then I can score really good mark and improve in my studies. So I came to a residential school where I can see my friends how much hard work they are putting, so I can improve from them and improve in my studies.
So while deciding for to join Fiji, the residential campus which we chose to join was Chennai, mainly because of my mother. Her sister's son had already studied here, and so we already knew the history of the campus and that it was a good campus. So she was the one who pushed me to join Chennai campus, saying it's Sriperumbudur campus, saying it's a good campus and there'll be no worries. So I'm really thankful for that because this has allowed me to really grow and be better.
As I said earlier, I cannot study when I'm in home until 8 hours like that only. I will just listen to the classes and I will understand most of the parts. And before exam, 1 or 2 days only, I will concentrate a lot and study, and I will be able to get good marks. If I want to go to a good college, then I thought I need to stop this one. I need to get I need to do full hard work. So only I accepted that I will go to a residential school. If I see others study, then I will also get some motivation and I will study. So I went to a residential school. As I said, friends are studying, so I get motivated. Some are studying till 12 or 1 o'clock also. So I'll be if they can study, then why can't I study? Then I will also push a little bit harder. I will also go till 11. First I was sleeping at 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Then I'll just push a little harder 11, 12. Like that I will push harder. Then it become a habit I will be sleeping at 12 o'clock, waking up a little bit early. So it became a habit. So my friends group helped me a lot in this also. If I told them to wake up, then they'll come at me when they're waking up. They'll wake me up also. We will study together. So if we study lonely, then it won't be that much good. We'll get bored sometimes. We don't know what to do. If we study with friends, then we can discuss something. If we get bored also, within 5 minutes we can just neglect that boredom and we can just talk something else, then we'll come back again to studying. So friends helped me really a lot, and faculties also, as I said earlier, faculties were available from 6 to 8 p.m. so we can clarify my doubts while solving itself. My study hour time will be 6 to 8 p.m. so while solving a question, if I get some doubts, I'll go to a faculty, I'll just say him, then he'll clarify my doubt, then I'll come back. Then it was very useful for that. Those 3 faculties from Fiji helped me a lot in improving, especially chemistry, sir. Initially, before coming to Fiji, I was really weak at chemistry. So I spoke to him a lot. He was motivating me very well. Then I was improving little by little. I was able to see my improvement in chemistry subject. Then I was improving little by little. Now it was on par with my maths. So thanks a lot to chemistry, sir. Then other two sirs also helped me a lot. Like I will be interested in physics, I'll ask some very silly doubt, basic doubt also to him. He will just clarify me. He won't like every other doubt. He will just clarify very basic doubt also. It will be very useful for me. Then with that basic doubt, I'll improve a little bit. Then I'll just build up on that basics a little bit harder. Then I'll just create my own theories. Then it was very useful in physics and maths also. It was similar to that.
So previously I studied in Salem, where the attitude towards studying was not in a very competitive manner. Rather, it was just exams every 1 or 2 months, and then people would focus on the exams for that time period. And then when the exams are not happening, they would just relax and just play and be very carefree. It was a carefree environment, but after my 8th grade, I realized that from 9th onwards, especially if I was going to become a JEE aspirant, I had to change my mentality. So when we looked for residential school and joined Chennai, the atmosphere was really different in that many students were really hardworking and dedicated towards their goals. It was also the exams conducted by Fiji were such that we could compare and improve, also discuss and analyze our mistakes. So this kind of competitive environment helped us to push each other to our limits. Also, the fact that the other people studying and working hard would make myself think that I can't just do nothing and surpass them. I have to work hard as well to be just as good as them. So I think that really pushed me to my limits and made me a better student.
The test series the Fiji group of people are conducting was really useful for me. The studying is one part, then doing it in exam is totally different, and we need to improve in that aspects also. Many of my friends are more knowledgeable than me, but they were not able to use that knowledge during the exam due to pressure or time management. But in Fiji they will be mostly in every week they will conduct a test, so we can use that test to manage our time more easily. Then the test level of questions also will be very tough, so if we can analyze our problems and we can learn more concepts with that problem. So the test series like AITS and Pragati, BrahMos, everything was very useful for me in improving my concepts and managing my time and pressure during the exam.
So my biggest weakness when I joined Fiji was my chemistry. Physics and mathematics I could just manage to some extent just based on the understanding of the concepts or through classes. However, chemistry was something that even after classes you have to go through the concepts and many problems to just gain a deep understanding of chemistry. My chemistry faculty was very helpful in that sense, in which he would clear many doubts, stay after classes. Even during times which were not study hours, he would be available for us to clear our doubts and host doubt sessions of his own. So he was really helpful in probably making my biggest weakness very decent, which is chemistry.
As I said earlier, I was facing a lot of problems with chemistry till 8th. Then after coming to the school, initially itself I spoke with my chemistry faculty that I am very weak at chemistry, please help me. Then please help me improve on this concept. Then he helped me a lot. After each chemistry test, I used to go to him initially. Then I used to ask so many doubts, so many silly doubts, like very basic doubts. Then he will say me how to improve in those doubts, how to improve in those concepts, how to study chemistry, approach chemistry. Like in physics and maths, you don't need approaching physics and maths is little bit different from approaching chemistry. He used to help me say how to approach chemistry subject, how do we do it. Then after 11th, during 12th, he used to come to me after every CPT, after every test. Then he used to say me, he used to ask me, how did you do well? Then I used to say, yeah, thanks to you. We became friends after 11th, after speaking so much. Then he used to help me a lot. Then he used to motivate me a lot. Me also, I'll put if I study 50% of the time, I'll study only chemistry. So it's helped me improve chemistry a lot.
So if you're a day scholar student, you sit in class, you probably listen to class with the other residential students, but as soon as the time gets over, you have to go home and you have to work on your problems alone. Even if you write a test, you have to most likely solve most of those problems alone. The difference and the advantage that I found while being a residential student is that even after the finishing school, 3 to 4, you can maybe 4 to 5, you can maybe take some time to relax yourself. But when you get back 6 to 8 for study hours, you spend it with all the other residential students who are also solving the same papers as you and have many of the similar difficulties and doubts as you. So you can spend that time together, and it's really a time efficient way of clarifying your doubts together. And if none of you gets it, then you can go ahead to sir. And I just think that was a very huge difference, which really helped and pushed my performance to the next level, considering the long 2 years that I studied in a hostel. So one of the things that is a signature piece of Fiji is their All India Test Series. So writing test series was made a regular practice for us from the 9th standard itself. But it was really only from the 11th grade that we started to get the grasp and believe that we could also perform well in these All India Test Series. So in 11th grade, we would write these tests to prepare us for the test series that would be taking place in 12th. And although they would be very hard and make us feel like we had no chance, we realized that it was hard for everybody. It was difficult for everybody. So we would just, all we had to do was solve a few questions, just take it one question at a time, and few questions would just result in us having a really good score and rank. Analysis of those questions which we did wrong would also result in a huge improvement in our performance in the other tests as well. So after getting to 12th, just the repeated analysis and the performance in our All India Test Series really helped us get to another level in terms of the preparation for JEE Advanced, as the All India Test Series is very similar to the JEE Advanced in the test pattern, in the difficulty of the questions and the general performance.
For those JEE aspirants who are seeing this video, I would like to say that first thing is that don't be shy to ask questions to your faculties. Even though it is a very basic question, then they will help you a lot and build your basics it will be very strong. In chemistry I was very weak, but it improved basic questions. I will be asking very basic questions, but my faculty will help me a lot. The second thing is that make a friend group. I was a part of a 5-member group. We will used to discuss lots of doubt within ourselves. Then we will improve in every subject. I am good in physics, some other guy will be good in chemistry. I will help him in physics and he will help me in chemistry. Then we can both improve in our aspects. So making a group is very helpful in preparation of JEE. Then the third thing is books which the Fiji gives is very useful. Especially in maths, the sums were out of very useful and near to JEE Advanced level. If you solve it, we'll be able to solve many questions in advanced.
So lastly, I would like to thank my Fiji faculties, my family, my peer groups, and also my Fiji support staff for helping me get this far in my JEE journey. And it is really thanks to them that I have performed this well in the JEE Advanced. So once again, thank you, and all the best to the juniors who are watching this video.